Hello Virgo, how you doing? Did you streamline your spirit last week? Sorry about that. Obviously you did. I hope you did. I hope you did, Virgo. It was a bit of a tricky week last week for you, I think, and it allowed you to sort of just clear away the cobwebs by the looks of things. Yeah, if you don't know anything about the Astroflower, welcome to the Astroflower. This is going to be a reading from the 6th of June going through to the 13th of June. I think those are the dates. It will have it correct in the title if I've got it wrong. If you need to know more about the Astroflower, there's plenty of links in the description below where you can understand the elements, the petal system, and a lot of other things. You've also got your book available, which is also linked in the description below, and that will give you loads of information on the Astroflower. So let's just look at it. This is your relationship side. This is your financial and business sort of side, money side. And this is the energy that's sort of running up through you and how you combine those sort of two paths together. Here is the karmic path, the influence from the universe, the influence from the guides upon your karmic path, the influence upon your conversation that is within your spirit, and the combining two out the lot. And it looks really nice for you. The funny thing is you had the 8 of Cups in this position last week. So you're walking away from one cup and walking to the sun, happiness. And it looks like that's what you're walking towards. So that'd be very interesting. On this side here, the fair exchange, and I think that came in from the whole streamlining your spirit in the relationship side. If you've done the work, you should be on this week here, being able to relax and expose, allow you to relax and enjoy the fruits of your streamlining. This is the influence of the general energy that's going through you. Let's just get the message from that. Okay, so it's definitely trying to feed this karmic path here. There is slight stuff on the financial side, but I think it's more to do with relationships, the overall energy that's coming in here. And it's understanding that if you do, let's just say, you're in a relationship and you know that that person likes a cup of tea and a biscuit at 5 o'clock. I wonder who that could be. And you make that cup of tea and a biscuit and that makes them just pure joy for them. And it brings pure joy to you. Just because you happen to be making a cup of tea at the same time. It's that understanding, that sort of stairwell going up, which is very straightforward. One action precedes another where you eventually get to pure happiness. And therefore, you don't have to go running up and down that staircase anymore. The Hierophant knows it. It's all about religious, and it doesn't necessarily religious as in religion. It means religiously doing things in order to produce that happiness. When it's no longer producing happiness for you, that's when we go into a bit of a hermit moment where we get the stairway that goes around the mountain. So this is sort of like, you should know what sort of things you need to feed your karmic path in order to make pure happiness. And I think that's what the streamlining was all about last week. So let's go straight into the relationship side and let's see what's happening on the on your karmic path here. This is really nice. It's very even. You had the 6 of Pentacles last week in this position, and this time here you got the 10 of Cups. There's still a lot more influence coming in from the outside though. So you may find that there's coincidences that are happening that make you kind of go, oh, that's nice. Oh, that connects with this person and that person. This connects with my family or my friends or my community within the relationships that you're in, within your partner. And it's like the universe is kind of recognizing if you've managed to take time out and streamline your spirit last week, it's like you're getting rewards for that. If you haven't taken that time out, you may feel a little bit overwrought, a little bit swamped in a way by what's going on in the world around you. Little bit, not too much. And it could be quite fun. It could be very sociable as well at the moment for you. And I think that's also for every single one of you in a way, regardless of whether you did the work last week or not. I think this is much more sociable sort of way of having fun. And it's, that fun has come after, if you can see on that, there's like barriers and stuff like that. So it's happiness after a time of difficulty. That's what they're saying there. And it is feeding into you, and it's It's allowing you to actually re-engage with the world around you, which is a really good thing. Let's just go on to how the universe is trying to influence your karmic path. Very know your victories. So if something happens where you kind of think, oh, that was really fortuitous, that was really lucky, was it? Or did you not create that luck for you? And I think it's you started recognizing how good you can be at creating situations, at creating your future. And I think this is where the universe is trying to sort of encourage you to see this within you. I say marrying all sides of life. And this is what happens when you do the work, then all of a sudden you get the physical side of life, you get the spiritual side of life, you get the emotional and the energetic side of life that comes in, and they all sort of come in together with you. So they create this vibration that you feel a lot happier with life in general. And this is what the universe is trying to make you understand this week, I think, is understanding your happiness, understanding what makes you kind of go, yeah. So let's just see how the universe, or your guides rather, are trying to influence that karmic path. They're really pulling things in. They're working big time for you, I think. It's like we all like to work on ourselves, and if it's like doing a garden where you've sorted the earth out and there's a massive flower garden or a flower bed. That's what we call it in English, in England, where you can plant up loads of things. The field is ready for planting, basically, and this is where your guides are bringing loads of things into you. I think the world. There you go. They're bringing in everything. It's a really beautiful reading, Virgo. It's a real turning point. I think there's a lot for Earth signs at the moment. So that you have everything. They're bringing in a lot of things. Don't forget to choose what, this is what this is realizing this week here. Some of the things that your guides may be bringing in, coincidences, you've got to learn to say no. I'm sure you have, because I've been banging on about it over the last month with you guys. So if you've learned to do that, then you can actually choose the plants that you want to put in your garden. Once you do that, then you're going to create a garden that corresponds to you. And then that will correspond to lots of people around you. Then that's going to help those relations grow naturally without you having to run around everybody and doing everything so the relationships work. It's not all on your shoulders. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. Okay? This is similar to this card as well. These guys here, they're really bringing in, they're sort of like, it's like you've bought a house and you're painting, and it's like, say like someone's given you a hand to decorate the house, or an interior decorator, and they're showing you those pamphlets of all the different colours and kind of going, putting them up against the wall, kind of going, what about this one? What about this one? This is what it seems like. And it's understanding, this is really important for you, is understanding to choose here and to sort of kind of say, yeah, I do like that. And someone else says, oh, I don't like that. But then that's their problem, not yours. They don't have to live in your house. You do. So, I think the guides here, there's a lot coming in from the relationship sides. Chariot. So it's going to be quickly. So it's going to ask for decisions to be made very quickly for you. So you've got to, with the opportunities that come in within that conversation that is in you, kind of going, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, in that case, we're going to paint this colour, that colour. It's going to help you to move on so quickly that actually the relationships that are around you, or even your spiritual path or your emotions, are going to have to keep up with you. And if they've got to keep up with you, then they're going to have to start putting in the work as well. So then this is where you can get that Six of Pentacles, which you had last week from this position, really start working for you within the relationship. Sorry, a little bit of a technical hitch there. Let's get back to your Ace of your karmic path on your Ace of Cups. That sort of threw me a bit. Technical hitch. Do apologise. So this is where the inspiration is coming from you. So you've got these spurts of inspiration that comes through you that's going to overflow on your financial and money side of life. And it seems to be like you are the regulator for the amount you give out into certain areas of your life. It's if streamlining your spirit, if you've walked away from certain aspects, because you had the 8 of Cups there last time, if you've walked away from those detrimental things and concentrating on things that really work for you, it's going to be very fortuitous for you in the future. On the guide on the universe of how the universe is trying to influence that karmic path and allowing you to do that regulator of vibration and energy and just passion and love that goes into your money. This is really comes from the outside world, the universe here. So it's sort of, it's like imposing, imposing upon you. It's like there's rules and regulations within the business and money and financial world. There is rules and regulations. Okay, so those rules and regulations are there for whatever reasons, but you can use those rules and regulations in order to, go further within your business, go further within your job and your financial sort of side of life. I do believe, though, that it's sort of the marrying of the Hierophant and this card, as if, and which is the bridging energy, is that Ace of Cups. It's as almost as sort of kind of with these rules and regulations, what sort of world do you want to live in? And therefore, it will help you to go on in your financial and your jobs and your business. Okay, so King of Wands. I thought you had the Queen of Wands there. No, but you didn't. The King of Wands. So it is being a little bit of a leader here. And I think this comes in from that learning aspect of it all. So as you're allowing that vibration to flow with the universe that is around you, it's going to put you in a position where, not of authority, but more of a sort of you know where you're going. You've got direction in all of this. Let's just see how these the guides are trying to influence your karmic path. So this is coming from the outside world. So there's almost like it's as you give out, the universe or the guides are going to meet you halfway. So if you're sort of saying, I need X amount of money to do X in my life, your guides will kind of go, okay, well, what about taking on this job here? Or what about taking on this situation? Or what about investing in this in order so you get these constant returns? I think that's what it is where your guides are really meeting you halfway. They're real advisory sort of aspect on your karmic path. So the 8 of Cups. Now you had the 8 of Cups in this position here. So, this is what I'm saying about advising. They're sort of saying some things you don't want to get involved with, walk away from. And I think that's where the guides are really trying to influence your karmic path to stop you from sort of going back over old ground, and also getting involved in things in life that are just going to clog up your cups. It's going to be a much more brighter future for you when you actually just concentrate on going forward to where you should be going. But it's good to see that it's working out of you, because it was on that karmic path last week, and it appears that you have done that work to get through that. So that's really good where your guides are really helping you. Let's see how the conversation is going on with the guides that are influencing your karmic path. That are influencing the conversation that is within you. This is a real meeting point. So this here was a meeting point in the way that they were advising you. But this is where a meeting point where you actually physically put things up against the rest of the world to see if it works. So let's just say you've come up with an idea of a superb cup that makes keeps your drinks warm and etc. So, and then you put it out there to see whether it can be made at what price. And if it's made at, say, like $500 for a cup, or £500 or 500 whatever for the cup, you're probably not going to sell a lot. So this is what I mean about sort of putting it up against the outside physical world to see what actually works and trying things out. So letting go of things that may well be an absolute brilliant idea, but maybe the world is not ready for it. So it will stop you from heading off down avenues that really do not provide for you, or do not, are not, do not provide for you, basically. And I think this is where it's pushing in this side. I think the relationships, as I said at the beginning of the reading, I think the relationships are really important, much more important this week than the financial sort of side of things. But at the same time, it's all to do with that learning. And at the moment, by the looks of it, this week is more of a case like window shopping, because there's a lot of advising going on. And you can sort of say, yeah, I like that, but I don't like that. And therefore, you're going to have to try it on to see if it fits and etc. Or you go into the shop and actually investigate it even more. And I think that's more like that sort of week at the moment. Certainly in the financial things, I don't think it's a week to make major decisions. It's a week about persona. So basically, it's a week about knowing that you're good at your job, or knowing that you're now working on the aspects that you are good in your job, or within your business, that you know your business is watertight, that you know what you're doing, and you know you do a good job as a business. And if you do have that sensation, you're going to build that persona up, and that's going to attract people around you that kind of start saying, Virgo's got it going on, you know. Okay, let's just, so let's see what's going on with the, where you combine the two paths with the reality that is around you. It's coming in from the relationship side as well. It really is this week here. I think it's much more important, the relationships, than the money side of life. Because you're coming into your autumn basically at the moment, and you are in your autumn, and Gemini season. It's in that slowdown sort of phase at the moment, I think it's here. It's where it's coming in from the relationship side, and it's sort of saying here, within your daily life, of the things that you do, you could clean out that garage if you want to, but probably not the best way to do that. So it's realizing that certain things are just going to clog up your day, and you'll be better off spending your day with the people that you love around you. That's what it seems like. Knight of Cups. So offering loads of things to other people just because you are enjoying your life. It's not doing things for other people. So let's just say your sister, your brother, your parents said, look, I want to clear out this, or your friends, or even your partner says, I want to clear out the garage this week. And you might want to turn around and sort of say, look, I'd love to help you clear out the garage, but not this week. I want to spend this week, I wanted to go over and see that person for an evening meal. Be good to be a long time I haven't seen them, or like to get the family around for a barbecue, or those sort of things, in order for you to, get your relationships in a really good sort of way. So it's a game of two halves on this reading here, Virgo, which I think it's gonna be obvious for you, but it's gonna help you bed in those flowers and those plants within your garden in the sense of relationships. So as a going on concern, it's going to be a lot more fun, pleasant, with a lot more serenity within that sort of aspect, that side of your life. So then you will be able to concentrate on the physical, material side of your life. And that will probably come in next month. We did do the readings for the month of June, which you might want to check out on the Astroflower. As I say, there is loads of links in the description below. We do a lot of stuff on Instagram as well. Yeah, and if you want to be part of the Astroflower family, it's so easy. It's so easy. You just need to subscribe and click that bell and you're there. Okay? So in the meantime, Virgo, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.